Welcome back to MilSpouses Moving Houses, our fourth deep dive, brought to you by MustWants. We all know that PCS feeling, right? Finding a home in a totally new place. Well, it's a big part of the military life challenge.
Oh, absolutely. You get the orders, there's that excitement, but then comes the scramble to figure out where you're actually going to live miles away, usually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why today we're focusing on something designed to, well, cut through some of that chaos.
Mm.
We're talking about visual data analysis maps. Forget juggling 50 browser tabs.
Right. These aren't just, static pictures. They're interactive tools that give you a real snapshot of potential neighborhoods, and they're built with military families like us in mind.
Mm-hmm. So our sources today are mainly from MustWants, the platform itself, which is designed for military folks. We're really digging into their blog post, Visual Data Analysis, Essential Maps to Guide Your Next Home Move.
And we'll also touch on their social media map, too, which is a pretty neat idea for connecting.
Yeah. So our mission here, equip you with the knowledge about these tools so you can feel, I guess, more confident making those big decisions for your family's next chapter.
Okay, so let's start with the basic idea. Visual data analysis maps. Why are these such a game changer, particularly for us dealing with a PCS?
Well, think about it. Instead of reading vague descriptions or trying to piece together info from all over, school ratings here, crime stats there.
Real estate listings that maybe don't tell the whole story.
Exactly. These maps bring key data points together visually. You get an overview, like instantly, at a glance.
And that's crucial when you're looking from afar, isn't it? Time is always tight with a PCS. Being able to see school quality, safety, housing costs all laid out on a map, it just makes comparing areas so much faster, helps you zero in.
And MustWants specifically provides these. It's not like a generic Zillow map.
That's the key difference, yeah. MustWants was built for the military community. They have features like letting you and your spouse rank homes together, which is great. And connecting you with agents and lenders who actually get the military side of things, VA loans, quick timelines, all that.
Plus resources like checklists, their blog, the stuff we're talking about today.
And importantly, they're really clear about privacy. They state your data isn't sold.
That's a big relief, honestly. You're sharing so much personal info during a move.
It really is. Peace of mind matters.
Okay, so let's dive into these specific maps from the MustWants blog post.
Mm-hmm.
What really jumps out for military spouses?
For me, the housing data map for military families sounds incredibly specific and useful, like tailor-made.
It really is unique. It shows the usual stuff like median home values, area wealth percentiles. But the crucial part, it overlays basic allowance for housing BAH rates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, both with and without dependents. And it shows military installations broken down by branch.
Okay, that is super practical. So you can literally see, okay, my BAH is X, and this neighborhood near the base has median prices of Y.
Precisely. It helps you immediately gauge affordability near your duty station. Imagine you're comparing two areas.
Seeing your BAH overlay could instantly show that one, while maybe closer, just isn't feasible financially based on average home costs there. Saves so much guesswork.
Right. That financial piece is often the first hurdle. Okay, what else? Schools are always huge for families.
Definitely. And they have a schools map around military bases for that.
So you can pick a base and just see the schools nearby with details.
Exactly. It pulls in information about surrounding schools, letting you explore ratings and details without jumping between a dozen different school district websites.
That makes comparing education options so much easier, especially in relation to potential neighborhoods near the installation.
Then there's the walkability map, a different angle, but important for quality of life.
Right, like how easy is it to just live there? Walk to a coffee shop, a park.
Yeah, it scores areas based on access to amenities, ease of commuting without a car, pedestrian friendliness. If being part of a walkable community matters to you, this map points you in the right direction. Helps you feel settled faster, maybe?
I can see that. And feeling safe is paramount. They have a map for crime data.
Yes, the crime statistics map. It provides objective data on crime rates. It helps you assess neighborhood safety based on facts, not just hearsay, which is, always a major concern when moving your family somewhere new.
Okay, and the last one mentioned in the blog was about environmental risks.
FEMA.
Right, the FEMA Risk Index 2023. This one integrates data on natural hazard risks, things like potential for floods, wildfires, hurricanes, depending on the area. It shows this down to the county and even census tract level.
That's good to know, too. Helps you avoid potential high-risk zones you might not even be aware of otherwise.
So you've got all these powerful map layers. Housing, schools, safety, walkability, risk.
Okay, so how do you actually use them effectively? Where do you start on the MustWants site?
It sounds pretty straightforward from the blog post. You head to the resources section on MustWants, find the visual data analysis page. Then you just start exploring. Zoom into the area you're interested in, maybe near a specific base or a zip code you've heard about, and you can layer the different data types.
Exactly. Use the filters and overlays. Maybe you prioritize schools and low crime. You can focus on those layers. Compare neighborhoods side by side. See how they stack up against your family's list.
And you mentioned sharing, so I could look at it, then send my findings to my spouse or our realtor.
Yep. Makes it collaborative. The whole point is that the maps are interactive and visually clear, so it's not overwhelming to explore the data.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, earlier you mentioned a social media map. That's different from these data maps, right?
Yes, totally separate, but also really valuable. It's the MustWants Real Estate Social Media Map. This map helps you find local Facebook groups and other social media communities related to real estate in your new duty station area.
Oh, that's clever. So like finding the local spouse pages or community groups where people talk about neighborhoods.
Exactly. You can find groups where local agents are active, maybe connect with other military families already there, ask real-world questions.
Like, where's the best playground near XYZ neighborhood, or any recommendations for pediatricians, that kind of thing.
Precisely. It's about building that community connection, tapping into local knowledge, even before your boots hit the ground. It fosters that sense of belonging early on.
Wow. It really does sound like MustWants has thought through the whole PCS home finding process from a military family's perspective.
They seem to be aiming to make these massive decisions feel less overwhelming, more strategic.
Using data, but also community connection.
Right. These tools empower you, the listener, to really explore potential homes and communities from all these different angles: financial, education, safety, lifestyle, and it's all tailored to what your family needs.
So I guess the big takeaway is that these visual data maps from MustWants are a seriously powerful and efficient way to get the insights you need for your next move.
Helps you understand potential communities before you even visit, or helps you narrow things down while you're there.
Make the whole process feel more informed, more confident.
Definitely. By using these resources, you're getting data-driven information to back up those gut feelings or initial impressions.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive into these mapping tools. To check out these essential maps for yourself and see everything else MustWants offers to simplify your military move, please visit mustwants.com, or you can download the MustWants app.